This is attempt 2 of this recording since the last time I tried, my frame rate tanked. So, this is a demonstration of the game I've been working on for the past lot of hours. This is the main menu here. It's just a UI widget. These buttons, they all function. These options are done through console commands mapped to buttons. So if you see here, they'll just change like that. Yep. If we go back, controls, this is just text on the UI widget, and the exit exits the game obviously. So if we click start, also this background and logo were just quickly done in Photoshop. This background is actually a screenshot of the map in a different set of lighting. So if we go and click start, hopefully it won't tank the frame rate this time. As you can see on the bottom left, that's our health bar. If we press F, flashlight on, we can actually see now. This is just a little starting area here. Originally I wanted to have it so that you pressed E to open these doors, but you can actually just walk into them. I thought that'd be better for gameplay purposes. So this is my map. Just have a little walk around. Oh, there's the enemy, or one of the enemies. It's done using a basic AI nav mesh. The entire map is the entire map uses a nav mesh for these guys to walk around, and they also just run towards you, and when they get close to you, you get damaged like that. When you put them down, their collision turns off, and also their kill box turns off, so you can just walk through them without being damaged. So you just have a little walk around here. This moon also, I forgot to mention last time, this is also a blueprint. You can see there's a little glow behind it. I'll show that off later when I'm in the editor. So if we walk back down here, we come up to this gate here with a little thing next to it. We go up to the gate, we try and interact with it, and it says locked. So already we have an objective here, is to find a way to open that gate, probably with a key. So I'll have a bit more of a walk around here. Also this flashlight, it's just a directional light that's attached to your character that only activates when you press F. Just basic stuff really. Go through here. These are just basic decals. I wanted to get a bit creative with it, but for now it's just limited to that. Go in here. There's a material in the bath, blood bath. Carpet. That's actually my own texture. It's a little bit stretched there, but it's okay. It'll do for now. Go up these stairs. You also see a lot of these same paintings. These are just placeholders for now, until I make my own textures for those. So if we go in here, you'll see he's not coming towards me because now he is. That's because it uses line of sight and hearing to determine whether to run to you. So if he's not facing you, obviously he's not going to come towards you there. But if you see, it's a key. So if you press interact, you'll pick it up and you'll hear a little sound indicating that, oh, sorry about that, indicating that something may have happened. So if we go back this way, oh, that was the death screen quickly there. I accidentally clicked through it there. It's okay, we'll just go back. Okay, so take 2 of getting the key. Definitely not like take 4 or anything. Gotta just be a little bit careful coming around these corners. Just a little bit. Oh. There you go. Just have a little nap there. We'll go out here. There's a guy over there. Can't see us. There he is. And there he's not. Quickly just jump down. You can see now, if we press E, unlocked, unlocked, unlocked. Just go through here. To be continued. It just pauses the game and then that's it. So we'll just go through this little bottom area here just to show it off. These are just basic blood decals put on the floor and walls, nothing too spectacular there. Don't run away. There you go. Just go up here, deal with these. Whoop. Hit 2 down there. The sound they make when they come towards you is just some radio sounds that have been edited a little bit. These are just basic box props. Place down. Go back through here. Oh yeah, these hands are from Counter-Strike Source. You'll notice that there's not any gun in his hands, but when you spawn there is. I had to add the animations from it into this. You probably saw it a little bit when I was playing the game, but the animations are mapped to jumping and moving. There's a little bit firing as well, but the firing is more moving the camera back, like a camera shake effect, not actually an animation. So yeah. So a little bit about this rain effect is if you go into project settings, you go down to rendering and you type in God, what is it? Distance field, that's it. Distance field. I've got this enabled. Basically it stops the rain from going underneath into this starting room here. Otherwise, if it was scene depth, it would just go straight through like that. So that's why that's on. So a little bit about this enemy AI. The green lines are how far he can see. It's not a huge distance, but it's it works. So if you go into the event graph for the enemy, you can see here, this is like the only thing I've commented. This is all the default stuff. It's just a copy of the third-person Blueprint mannequin like player. But the rest of this is stuff I've implemented for the AI. This is just a sound reference for the custom sound that plays when the enemy sees you. This is what determines how the enemy damages you and how much health it takes away from you. The kill, yeah, I show that. This is the box that determines if you're in range to be damaged or not. So if you get within that, you take that amount of damage right there, or it takes that much away from your health. Your health is 1, so it takes 0.1 away from your health each time. So this is just what determines what damage you do to the enemy. It's just basic math. It's just basically saying if enemy health reaches 0, then it checks to see if it's dead, and then it activates the ragdoll variable. Where is it? No, function, sorry. I'll open that up. So it activates this function, which basically says when the enemy reaches 0 health, it'll ragdoll here. Well, both these two. It disables the movement, so it stops moving, obviously, and then it falls to the ground from the ragdoll physics. These are to say, get rid of the kill box that damages you, and also let the ragdoll actually go through you, since otherwise you would actually collide with it and you wouldn't be able to get around it, even though it's a dead ragdoll. So over here we have the AI, or basic AI, basically saying can it see you, the character. Yeah, so AI move to, it moves to you here. This down here says if the enemy stops seeing you, it fades out the sound that plays when it sees you. It also plays when the enemy dies, otherwise it wouldn't make sense. But yeah, this just here says for it to play the sound that plays when he sees you. So with the player character, I actually did comment on what things do what. So we'll go through them one by one, I guess. We'll start with the flashlight up here. If we go into the viewport, we can see here, yep, that is the flashlight. It starts off as invisible, so that when you spawn you actually have to press the flashlight button for it to turn on. If we go back in here, so here you can just see that it follows your mouse. It's really just a simple little thing there. Input action flashlight, that's set in project settings, down into input, jump fire, reset VR, don't need that. Flashlight, interact, crouch, I did both controls because you never know. Yeah, so flashlight on, flashlight off, all that good stuff. Muzzle flash, gun sounds and animations. I actually didn't end up using the muzzle flash on the gun because I thought it was a bit distracting and it didn't really work too well in the dark light. And also originally I didn't use projectiles to hit the enemies, and this is just the leftover code, well, not code, but blocks from that. You can see it hit enemy there, but in the end I just ended up using projectiles because I thought that was just more fun to do, as well as you can also hit objects with it, which I thought, that's pretty fun. Left mouse button, muzzle flash right there, see, gunfire. Gunfire sound is also just a stock gunfire sound, nothing too special there. Yep, there it is. Event begin place, spawn actor AK. So that tells the game when I spawn in to also spawn the AK and the animations for it. And at the end there, HUD, create HUD. Really basic stuff there. Here's the death event, the same one pretty much as the enemy one, except this time it shows the death screen widget when you die, add to viewport, freeze, set game paused, you know, all that. Crouch is just some basic stuff. It just moves the camera, and capsule, so if there ever actually was something to crouch under, you could do that. Again, really basic. This spawned projectile stuff was already here. I just changed a couple things in it. Originally the AK model that I use in the game, it didn't really fit with the projectiles that shoot out from the default first-person blueprint gun, but I changed the location of where they actually spawn, so it looks like they're coming out of the AK. It's not the most perfect or elegant solution, but it works for me. For now, anyway. I almost forgot to mention, but this moon here is actually a blueprint. If we just quickly open that up, basically says to face the player wherever they are. If we look in here, it's just a sphere with a little bit of a tint at the back. It's a bit far away. You don't really see it. My intention was for you to see it when you go up these stairs, but the effect was not as good as I thought it would be when I originally made it, but I just left it in because, you know, why not? If we take a look at this gate, if we click open, you can see here, open door if has key. This is just interacting with the key. If you go up to it regularly, it just says locked, but if you have the key, it opens. That's basically all this is. Target has key. Yep. Plays the sound of the locked gate. Also prints the string. Plays an animation in. Yep. That's just the animation there. A door track. Really simple stuff. Said simple about a million times, but that's that's all this is really. If we go over to this key here, you can see there's another box collision around it, basically saying if a player is in this box, you can press E on this key to pick it up. If we open this up, here you go. It's kind of the same stuff as the gate. I mean, obviously, since they're interacting with each other. Obviously, same sound, destroy actor. In the project settings, if you remember, there's a key, interact key, that's used here. So if we just quickly take a look at the store and how it opens over here, it's simulating physics with the angular dampening, which means when it opens, it like slowly slows down instead of swinging back and forth. It's locked in position except Z, which is right here, which means when it does open, it will just go back and forth like that in the Z axis. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. This is just the basic wood floor texture, or material I should say, sorry. This was made using geometry, so I could make the material bigger so that it's not as repetitive. I do that on all the stairs as well. These are just models that I got off the Unreal or Epic store, sorry. Essentially, that's basically the map. These decals are just downloaded from the internet, free to use. It's a bit shoddy, but it works for now. Like you can see here, these textures don't line up. It's still got quite a work to do. Well, I've got work to do with making the map look better and more unique, so this wood texture isn't quite so repetitive all around the map. I also want to add more rooms eventually, and more texture variety, material variety, enemy variety as well. Like maybe adding a particle system on it, so that it, like, you know, gives off smoke or whatever as it comes towards you. But this is the state of it right now. It's nothing too special. It's a pretty simple game when it comes down to it, but you could build off this pretty easily, you know, always adding stuff to it, adding new ideas. And I know one thing is that I need to edit this outside area, because that looks really bad. And obviously when you go inside, there's nothing actually there, but it breaks the illusion if you don't know that. And you can see that these two models are the same, and then this one too. I tried to make it look as interesting as possible. I don't know if I did a good job or whatever, but it's okay for now. I think it's decent enough to at least showcase a little bit. So I guess that wraps it up. Yep. See ya.